Just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In this episode, we are starting off with a safety rating of S and a skill level of 4,531. Unfortunately, we did have a game crash and it caused me to lose some skill ratings. We're doing S-class races today, and let's jump in the first race. It is definitely action-packed all the way through. Alright, we are in the Corvette. It's the R-class Corvette here, and we just put balance in it to lower it. We had some cars not start at the beginning, and we already got our first push off there, and he's way off, and then we get pushed from behind by the yellow Viper. And then we have the car go off to the side here. You got pushed off by, I believe it was the yellow Viper. We have someone shoot that corner a little bit too hard, and then we have a little conflict between that Aston Martin and the S7 there. So they end up getting past us in the next corner here. And then we slip under the Aston Martin, and we get under this other car, I don't remember what it's called. And we're all the way up into 14th position. And then he decides he can outbrake us on this corner, and clearly he could not. So we end up getting up to 12th. And we see the Porsche there go off. He's really fast, but he has absolutely no handling. And then he pushes us a little bit and gets us in the grass, and we get a little loose. But we hold on to okay. Loses us a good chunk of time. He's up to wow, that guy has a massive penalty. I didn't even realize that in the race. But on this corner, start getting bumped a little bit, and then we have the Honda, I believe, come up behind us. And I thought we were gonna go 3 wide in that corner, so I took a little wide there. And then another car is off on this corner here, and he just comes on like at a 90-degree. I had to go off to avoid him, but we made it past. We did get a little bit of time penalty there. Now we caught back up to that Porsche here, and he just goes flying off, doesn't make that corner. That Viper gets spun around by the Mustang here, and the Mustang drifts around that corner, bringing him up all the way to 9th place. And we get right beside him, and I try to duck below him, and he kind of turns in on me, and the Porsche just muscles his way through. And they all have better acceleration than I do, but we end up getting right behind him here in this chicane area. And on this corner, the Mustang is just pushing a little too hard. I thought I could go under him here and we'd be able to make it through, and judged that completely wrong. So fortunately that lacked us, or made us lose some time there. And the Mustang was pushing way too hard, and he ended up going off track, so that took care of that, and we're all the way up into 10th. The Viper took that a little wide and hits the barrier. And then we make that nice dive bomb on the Porsche. And lucky for us, I thought he was going to catch up on this long straight here, but he pushes a little too hard on the corner, and he gets way out there, so he has to start slowing down. And he's just not able to make up the time. Plus he has 11 seconds worth of penalty. We would have beat him anyways, so. And that's the end of the first race. We end up getting 8th place. Now we're on our next race, and this is probably like one of my favorite cars, the Ferrari. The one of the older ones here. And start off just flying down, and that little VW's got a lot of power. Definitely almost no handling for that thing. So I know this could be a kind of a chaotic corner, so I just slow down to let people pass, especially since we're on the outside here. Get a hit in the front a little bit that spun us around, and we were able to catch up pretty quick. Those guys just those guys went off track here to the left, and we were able to get around them. They bumped us a couple more times in the mirror. We can see that VW just got punted, and another guy's going off track on the left and then all the way to the right. I'm not sure what happened to him, but that brings us all the way up into 14th. And we got a nice run on the Audi in front of us here. And we go on the outside here. That's probably a bad idea, and we just touched in the front, kind of pushed some gravel. And then we're coming up to this long straight here, and we got a good run, and these two are fighting pretty good here. And we just dive on the inside, and we are able to start pulling away once we get up into 5th gear, and we are gone. Luckily we have good brakes for this corner, and we have the GTR, or the R35 off on that corner, and he gives us enough room to get around him, and now we're back up to that R8, and we're able to get around him. And we get a good run on this corner. And that VW is still causing a lot of chaos by slamming into people. We're able to dive bomb the Corvette on this corner, and that brings us all the way up into 11th position. We have a little bit of smoke there, but nothing behind it at least. And this Mazda goes off here. We did clip him, but at least we didn't cause him to spin around too much, or he didn't disrupt us either. And then we had those guys fighting pretty hard, and they ended up pushing each other in gravel. Come up on the last lap here, and we just get underneath this GTR, and we're able to get around him pretty nicely. And that's the end of the race. We end up getting 5th position, so end up being a pretty good race there. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas, and see you on the racetrack, and see you for the next episode.